Hey, this is Unfazed, and I've come back to show you what I think is potentially the greatest entrance to a building ever, which I made by accident. So, this is my circuitry, which I'll come back to in a second, and this is the entrance. Now, yes, we've all seen lava entrances. They're not that exciting. You kind of go, well, hang on, everyone's got this, what's the dealio? Well, this is a little bit different, shall we say. Normally you walk in here, you'd see a pressure plate, you'd go, well, that's obvious. I'd step on it, something's going to come across, then I can walk across, and then off the other side, and then it'll go down, or something like that. It'll block the lava, or water, or pour, something along these lines. You go, this is just, everyone's got these. Mine's a little bit different. So you stand on it, and it goes up like this for starters. So it's a running bridge. And then you step off it, and it goes back like that. Then all the lava comes across. Now, therein lies the difference. It's the speed at which it does that. So I will demonstrate by stepping on and off. That's how long you've got to get across it, okay? And that's the difference. If you come in this and you've got a competitive game going on where you really don't want your mates to get in, I mean, obviously you'd want to build this out of obsidian for starters. And if they were really smart, all they do is take the pressure plate out and put a switch down. But it's, if you were playing, can't mess around with each other's stuff, just have to get through if you can kind of thing. This would be awesome because they'd go, pressure plate, it does that, right, I'll just walk across it. So the bridge comes out in front of you, and then you get burned by lava. I'm on creative mode, that's why I'm not dying. I'll fly out. So you go, right, well, I'll run it then. Not quick enough, people. So how am I going to get across this? Well, I'll tell you how you're going to get across it. You're going to get right to the end, and you're going to get a swift potion. And then you're going to run it. And that's how you get across. Now, you might think, well, hang on, if people can't get across, that's the first thing I resort to. However, swift potion is water and sugar, right? And a double swift potion is water, sugar, and glowstone dust. So why wouldn't you do that? Because it's a dance like quicker and it's awesome, right? So if they drop a double swift potion on you, they can't on themselves. If they drink it or splash it, they cannot get across here. Because what happens is that switch goes, they run across and run off the front of the bridge and straight into the lava themselves. Okay? But they haven't got enough time to yes, stop, yes, stop, yes, stop. You will also burn if you do that. So the only way to get across that is to sprint with a single swiftness potion. That's the only way to get across it. And if you clip the walls, you're knackered, so make sure you're lined up straight. Also, you need a good run-up, which is why you can't start here. You will not make it. You need a good run-up to get to full speed, okay? So you need to have a decent train onto it. So this is the circuitry we've got here. I've got my switch here, which I was using for testing. So if I turn that on, you can see it turns on in a current like that and then turns off in exactly the same way, alright? So that's simple enough. The redstone comes out here. This was just, repeater was to continue the strength. And we've got some of them along the back. So this one along the back is the main board. And then you've got repeater. So this is the main power supply, right? And then we've got every level's got a piston on it. So 1, 2, they've all got pistons on them, every single one of them. Which means at the front there's a piston every single block, okay? So what I've done is I've used repeaters to separate this out. It means there's no crosstalk between that one and that one. Now to totally avoid crosstalk, I've done 3 repeaters and steps. So 3 repeaters, steps, 3 repeaters, steps, 3 repeaters, steps, all the way along, right? At the back, to keep the signal strength up, these humps here are to avoid crosstalk. At the back, to keep the signal strength up, I have put in a repeater there and a repeater there, which has meant that I've had to go down and underneath, okay? And down and underneath. On all my videos, you'll hear me talking about the really, really important 0.2 difference. Hang on a second. So you can see everything. Really important 0.2 difference, okay? On this, because I wanted them all to be flowing, so I wanted it to really, really flow as opposed to being up, block, up, block, up, block. I wanted it to go da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a 0.1 difference, okay? So as the last one's firing, the next one gets there, okay? So that's the reason it's that smooth flow. So that's how I've done it. So all I've done is I've done one extra. So instead of doing it graphically this time, I've done it with clicks. So you can see that that's 0.4, that's 0.4, and that's what 0.1, and then 0.4, 0.2, and etc. etc. Okay, so that's what I've done all the way along, and that's how it works. And that is the best entrance I've seen, to be honest. I think your friends, whoever you're fighting against, will not get across that for a number of attempts, unless they've seen this video, of course, which they probably won't have done if you happen to catch all of this early. So they'll lose all their stuff on the first time, maybe bring some stuff back if they think you're on the loose anyway. Second time, fall in. Third time, they'll probably not come back with anything at all, and then fall in again. So that's 3 deaths, and then you might get them on the last. They might get across on the last time. At which stage it'll come from team chat that they've died 3 times, and you'll know they're trying to get across it. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. It's pretty obvious, simple circuitry, or it's delayed feed across. Really, really simple. But the key about having the 0.1 gap is that the speed, and with the pulse length, which comes from the pressure plate, the speed means that you have to sprint across with a single swiftness potion. There's no other way of getting across. So that's my entrance, guys. It's pretty cool. I like it. There are going to be some other ones that could be better than that. I'm going to build some really, really cool stuff to show you how to do loads of awesome entrances. Thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and you know, if there's any other thing you want me to build, and if you want me to slow down exactly how I built this, I'm happy to do that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.